The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Hi everyone, Basil Chapman here on this Wednesday, the 2nd of October. Before we go any further, let me just wish our few subscribers and the listeners a very happy new year, and may this year be peaceful. Let's see what happens there. We're looking at the 6th of September, UVXY. This is the, it's called, the actual title of it is called the Pro Share Ultra VIX Short Term. It doesn't say what it is. I guess it's some form of an ETF or ETN. Now, what we're looking at is the high that was made on the 6th of September of 32.18. Today's high so far is 29.12. And we were looking at this together with Dan and the Dan, and he was suggesting that we should see a leg D at some point. And I said to him, yes, it's just a matter of time. And the question, of course, now is this the time? And all I can say is I believe that this is the phase that should go there. And I'm going to go, so I just wanted to clarify that, but let me just do it this way. So I'll go, as I go through each index, I'll cover exactly what I was saying for subscribers to my opening call. So let me just put this in here. In fact, I'll put it right here. So what I've said, that's my newsletter. What I had said is caution prevails. This is what I said today. We know that for the last few days because right at the exact high of the S&P is the day that we went short the S&P, a small position, but a short nevertheless. And I said caution prevails as the Chapman wave notation of the peaks in the key indices daily charts are toppy. The major near-term support levels are, and this is what I had said, the Dow is 41,800. Right now we're at 42,114, down 42 points. So there's a way to go. The S&P is 5642, and right now the S&P is trading at, I've got to look over the side there, right, let me just move this away and then I can go to everything without going back and forth. And then I said the S&P is 56, SPX, there it is, trading right now at 56.98, and I said 56.42. These are key support levels this week that need to hold. I'm going 1 week at a time. So this is the week we've still got 3 sessions to go. The QQQ would be 472, and where are we right now? 480, just down 51 cents. The IWM, there's the IWM trading at 218.29, actually up 40 cents, and I said 212. SMHs, the semiconductor ETF, I said it's trading right now at 242.19, up 3.29, and I said 232. So that was really important. Then I also mentioned that the dollars rallied. Let's see where the dollar is going right now. The dollar is trading, quite sharply up 34 ticks at 101.54. Remember, I spent a little time last week saying this is a really important, I've seen this so many times. We saw that some time ago with the TLT. We've seen it with many of the charts, the symbols that we follow. I said there's a really good chance this inside track could become a propellant zone, but that's not good enough. What we've got to first see is a close above this high right here. That's the close of the 19th of September of 101.47. And then if this is going to be a really successful, a more concerted upside move in the dollar rather than just a bounce, where we start to even consider the weekly chart, we're only considering the daily chart now, it has to close 2 out of 3 consecutive sessions above the high that was made on the 3rd of September of 101.92. So that's a work in progress. That's all I'm going to say right now. And so let me just So those are the parameters. So as a result, we've got a short position. Question is, so why aren't you much more aggressive? Well, we were going to go a little bit more. I would even say we're going to go aggressive this morning if a particular ETF or fund went to a certain level. It missed that level by 1 penny. I was kind of strict about what needed to happen. It hit that level many times early this morning. It never went that 1 penny below the number that I was looking for. And if at this particular point, and I said by 10:10, so that's a done deal. We're finished with that. That can't work because I said as a trade, start a small long under, and then I gave the number before 10:10, and it just, as I say, it went to that particular penny above that number. So we've missed it, but I have to be fussy because why? Look, I'm looking at a Caterpillar. This is infrastructure. This is really a huge part of the American economy. Caterpillar, heavy-duty equipment, almost at an all-time high, within pennies of an all-time high, trading at 395.21, up 2.82. So that's the reason why I want, and Caterpillar is part of the Dow. I wanted to keep our 3 times long position that we have in the Dow. I wanted to keep that. I didn't want to go slipping into a negative action. Maybe as a trade I could have, but I didn't want to do anything. We've taken nice profits of 27%. What was it? 27% profit in a little small position yesterday from that low that was made in August. I don't want to mess with it. I'm just seeing cross currents. Look, PAVE is the Global X-US Infrastructure Development ETF. Let's go to the, there we go. That's a D. I believe that's an E. And that's an F. But nothing here. It could even be an instant restart. Nothing here suggesting from the technicals that should have a dive from 41.06 up 10 cents right now to the 39 or 38 level, where the green 9-period moving average could actually start to get close to the black 14 moving average to close negative. Yesterday I was today's Wednesday. Yesterday I was interviewed by Jacob, and I had said to him, he had mentioned and steel stock, and I said, it's so interesting. I've been watching this, and the SLX, which is the SLX is the Van Eck Vectors Steel ETF, holding beautifully, doing very well. Had a really good comeback from the low that was made down in the 61 area. It's 10 points high. It's at 71. It's having a good session today, up 69 cents. This is the full components Van Eck Vector Steel ETF. Now look at this. You've got a Chapman falling axe formation right here. I'll draw it in a little clearer. I always need to. I get upset when my visuals disturbed because it's not exact. And look, we've broken for the second week. We're above Chapman falling axe downtrend line. I can't get overly bearish here. So unless the parameters are met, I'll be back in a moment. Dow is down 21. S&P is now down only 8. Be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched The Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Yes, I just had a question about the E-mini, the S&P E-mini. You remember I use this, I might be training, but I'm also using it as practice for my techniques. Look at that 200-period moving average. Once it broke under it, this was yesterday, I think. Was that? Well, I've got to get the exact date. On the 1st at 9:40 a.m. Yeah. So look, breaks down, and look what happened. You haven't even been able to get to the 200-period moving average. That means if there's a tag of the 5764 level, which is a 200-period moving in the 10-minute E-mini, S&P E-mini, that's a change, because it means now it's active. Now it becomes a magnet and can become a support level, a resistance level, but it means that there's enough, and this is what I mentioned to subscribers, every dip gets bought. When that changes, that's going to be the trend will change as well. So I just wanted to mention that. Let's just get back to our story here. And the story says that the SLX, the steel stocks, are doing quite well. Okay, let's just do, I think it was Steel Dynamics, Steel D, stock I've followed for decades, and I don't think we've ever owned it. But I followed, look how this technique is so fantastic. The 9-period moving average, if you bought this when it crossed positive, maybe Jacob did, back in 2020, November of 2020, let's go to the high of the bar. 38 point, the low was 30, but let's go to 38. At 38, to this day, at 130, almost 100 points higher, that 9-period moving average is never yet, even now, it's not even close to crossing negative. And that's the reason why I'm saying 2024 should see higher prices. You can watch these debates, you can have opinions, you can do anything you want, but the stock market is saying that this is wrong right now. That's not a D, that's an E. The stock market is saying, thus far, the market is anticipating that no matter what happens, at least this is what it's anticipating. What happens on the following day is something completely different. But up until now, it's saying, hey, business as usual, things are good. Don't get too carried away. Some sectors are acting very poorly. Other sectors are acting very, very well. And with that said, all I can say is the infrastructure area, and that has to include steel, the huge, deep cyclicals, that is good. What happened to X? X has had a big problem. It was up there in the 50, 49, 48, 50 area for so long, only because there was a takeover offer, and that takeover offer was eliminated because I think, it was discussed that they couldn't be bought by a foreign company. Let's go to back to our story. So the gold right now is down 10. Silver, and nothing there is wrong with the picture. It's still looking pretty good. Silver is doing very nicely, up 69 cents at 32.43. Look at that 9-period moving average. And that instant restart potential is still there. I just wanted to check. I think it was exactly parallel highs, but I need to make sure. That would be 32.600 and 32.61. Yeah, that's a continuation pattern. So that's PE. All right. So silver is making this cup formation, and I've been saying that my chart work suggests that by the 18th of October, the week of the 18th of October, the high that was made back on the week of the 24th of May at 33.52 should be tagged. All right, let's go to high-grade copper. High-grade copper actually had a very sharp pullback. I just missed that Chapman wave Roman candle because I said that wick is too long. Some of the application of the technique applies, but it's actually done quite nicely since then. Nice consolidation, I'd call it. As at 4.62, down up 0.03. And let's just see what SCCO is doing. That was one of the leading stocks. Southern Copper is up today, $1.96 at 119.62. Yeah, so as I'm looking at this right now, the weekly chart has resistance at the Chapman wave inside track repellent zone from this week into next week at the 123 area, and it's trading quite a bit under that at 118.71. Has made a peak D, maybe takes a little bit of a breather here. Okay, with that said, I needed to cover, question about the TLT. There it is, TLT sharply lower, gaps down at that peak E in the 101 area. And here we are at 97. This is not good because look, the TBT popping higher. Not tremendous, hasn't even made a new recovery high, but that peak A will be taken out for a leg B if the TBT, the ultra short limit 20-year Treasury bond ETF, can go to 30.36, 1 penny higher. So this is just, I'd said to subscribers when I did my hour-long overview on Friday, we look at markets, I look at what we have, what we want. Remember, I did that webinar back in a couple of months ago. Yeah, July. And I was discussing what we want out of this next phase. And we've actually started positions in areas that I discussed. We're preparing for them. We've got them. And at this particular point, I'd said bonds are just stuck in a range. Now, I needed to show you this because let me do one thing. Tesla, you remember I said making a peak D. It could fall back. It's got a Chapman wave Roman candle. I didn't say this yesterday because we had to wait for the whole day to finish for the bar to conclude. But if it held for 60 minutes or more below 255 in the following session, that low on that wick would be tested, and that was the low yesterday of 248.53, and here we are at 243, down 15 points at a peak D. Look, there's a peak D. Look how I love when stocks tell me this is the characteristic they have, and they keep fading at a peak D. It says, okay, now this is a pattern. And I love when you can identify patterns and you see repeated patterns. Now, this is what Tesla's done. The MACD is still good. The relative strength is weak. The stochastics are good at 86%. On-balance volumes overbought. The 9 period over the 14 is still very strong. So that would mean that Tesla would have to go to about 2 231, 229 before that green 9-period moving average actually goes negative. So I'm not sure if it's a one-off, but it's a pretty sharp pullback. All right, next question I had was, could I look at EEM? So I've not done anything with EEM, even though I mentioned that there should be some, with the rotations going on, there's a really good chance that the iShares Emerging Market ETF could benefit. And since that was a peak G and we took it out last week, it meant that everything here is new. That means that there's a buy mode in the EEM. It's trading at 46.85, up 66. And yes, we've got, I need to talk about this. So that's an A, that's a B, that's a C, and that's a D. So this is, when you get a peak C, and then it takes time, and it makes a D, very often that D can become an instant restart, and you go higher from there. So I have to look at that and say, well, we went to E, and this is a leg F. But EF late chart, there's a 46.85. Go back to 45. Maybe that's it. The chart is so strong. I'm going to be watching that.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Tiger Technicians Hour is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
All right, folks. So, so the question came up about the stock we were looking at yesterday, where I said this particular pattern going to a peak C in the Chapman wave, invariably, if the technicals are still strong, will go to that leg D. And that's kind of what we got in UEC. This is Uranium Energy Corporation, is trading at 6.72, up 17 cents. This is one that we had ages ago and did really well, and then just we took little bits off, and then finally we got out of it, and then we got back just recently. But most importantly, it was the pattern that we were looking at. First of all, I drew in for subscribers to show them this beautiful cup formation, and that just said that by about the 19th or 20th of September, there should be a higher high. And remember, I call this a cup formation, but I go step by step to the high that was really the target. And I had that drawn in, and then I think I took it away because I said it's just too high, but I should have kept it, was right here with the high of the 15th of July at 697. And today's high is 676. So now I'll just draw this in where I should have done this before. So I draw it from here. I'm looking from the plumb line, and it would be this high right here, that peak E, right there. I couldn't do it before because I took it from a different left side high. So this is the high of the 15th of July at 697. Let me just put that in. I'm just going to put the price in 697. Okay. And what I would do is I'd look at the plumb line and say that high looks to me right there. That if this was going to continue higher, having made that lower low, then it should take even more time. And that says that I could be comfortable saying that that peak right there could determine the price time equalizer. That, in other words, the number of bars on the left side going to what I call this the plumb line right here, midpoint, like a reflector, because in the mirror you're going to see whether or not it comes in exactly. And right there, I thought I had done this. I guess I took it away. And that just says buy. Well, look at that. It says buy tomorrow. By tomorrow, there's a chance. And this is all, there's no guarantee, right? Just says that by tomorrow, there should be a move from 674, where we are right now, to the 6.97 area. But I like to confirm it with a Chapman wave inside wedge target, a repellent zone right there. That line right there has those resistance levels called the green, dashed. Like a dash right there. And that's my target line. It's called the target repellent line, because every time it gets there, it should pull back and try to break above it. And that would be, and look, the MACD is good, 9 over the 14. Stochastic's excellent at 88%. This little gray line right here in the daily chart, getting back to where it was before. It might even be, it's getting very close to a recovery high. That's good. Unbalanced volume had me a little concerned. Well, two things can happen. Number one is either you got to say volume hasn't participated like it should, or you can say there's unbalanced volume, or you can say, wow, it's down here in the 62%-ish area. That means it can go all the way to overboard. That means this thing can go much higher. I don't like to get carried away. I just put it in the back of my mind, say, okay, we'll watch it. The other things are suggesting that this so far is buoying the upside. And that's the way I like to look at it. Now we can go to the weekly chart. You see this Chapman wave inside wedge. Here we go. This is the two things going on. This is a very important line. So I like to go to the body of candles. If the outside of the wick is just going too far, now, since it's done it already, I can go there and I can say, okay, that's the next level of resistance, and I'll draw in an inside track repellent zone right there. So we haven't even touched it yet. And that starts, it's a weekly chart. So this week it goes 687 and then 705. All right, so it's a work in progress. We'll see. And this is a Chapman Roman candle, but we're not even halfway into the week. So I can't really say that. I'm saying at this very moment, but it's a weekly chart. I have to wait for Friday at 4 o'clock. So with that said, I just wanted to, that was a question about the leg D. Got a little carried away there. Sorry, I was just showing you different techniques. Next question is, let's go to it right now. Oh, Palantir. Palantir got put into the S&P 500, holding very nicely. It's just steady. It's gone to an F right there, and it's holding. Gosh, so many stocks have gone to EF and DEF, and telling us that how they break out from here will be really important, because if they break out, they really recycle quite a bit higher. But right now they're stalling. This has done so well. Nothing technically wrong in the price. It's over the 9-period moving average, but it keeps hitting. This is the third day in a row that it's hit the 14-period moving average, which says, be careful, because if it slips, it's at 37.17. I'm not saying it's going to. I'm saying if there's a slide into the 36.50s, it means that all of a sudden that hard work that it's done for about 11 sessions, 12 sessions, you're now under it. It means that this has become a little toppy pattern. But everything about it is so far pretty good. Weekly chart is very strong, and I circled this, even though it's very big, 3 bars in price, is still an potential instant restart. Palantir Technologies develops data fusion platforms, had a 45 round number high, January of 2021, had a little bit of a problem because it came down almost 90%, down to $5.27. Wow. This is, I think, January of 2023, and now it's had a fabulous move back. I haven't yet drawn in the cup formation to the top. I've done it right here, but I go segment by segment. So now I can look at halfway. Well, it's way past the time, but this is inverted Chapman wave Roman candle, and that makes this area right here of 40.24. Let's just call it 40. And we're trading right now in the 37s. If this closes on a weekly basis above 40, there's a really good chance that this is the move. That is, when it gets to 40, that will be the move that takes it towards the 45 area. So main thing is there's a big gap just under 32. I think the 35 to 34 area, if there's any selling pressure, I think that Palantir, I can't remember who asked the question, but I think Palantir, that's the area that I'd be looking at as key. All right, we can be back in a moment. Dow's only down $1. S&P's down 3. Boy, all the ever ready bunny, right? I'll be right back.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
The stock market is a delicate, interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust. The stock market is a delicate, interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Hi, folks. So a couple of questions came up, and I just wanted to get them right now. So let me just move this aside here. This is the E-mini. You remember that 200-period moving average of 57.84. I said that looks like it's worming its way up towards that, worming being the operative word right now. And lo and behold, that's exactly what we've got. Hasn't got there yet, but it's working its way as leg D in the 1-minute chart, leg D in the 5-minute chart, only leg A in the 10-minute chart. Now, let's just get to this. So the question came up, well, 2 questions. One is the transport. So IYT is trading down 23 cents at 67.85. From everything I'm looking at here, this really does look like a leg B and then a peak B because the technicals are still strong. Stochastics, though, now is 77%. And I had a question when I was doing this. Is this a continuation pattern? Because the green 9-period moving average didn't go pink. So I always have to say, go back and check this out. You're a little aggressive there. This might be an up arrow, but I don't think you can do that just yet. You haven't got a confirmation yet with a stochastic. Well, sorry, let me just do this right now. A, B, rather just put in a plus sign and say that this could very well be an alternate count, not A, but F/A and a G/B. So put that in, give yourself some room to be able to have the flexibility to say, not right, because look, the weekly chart is still very nice. It's acting well. Monthly chart has been steady. It's just been in a range between 70 and basically 70 and 62 or 63. So it's really important that over the next, I'd even say the next few days, that the IYT, the iShares Transportation Average ETF. And this is, to me, quite important. I want to see the transports doing well because that combines the rails, it combines the airlines, it's got trucking. It's just really important. So if instead of sliding under 55, let's call it 55.20. Oh, let's just call it 55. It's at 57.88 right now. In the next few days, which will negate the strength altogether, if there is a move by Friday, that's by Friday's close at 4 o'clock, there's just even one pop-up, they can go above yesterday's high. And yesterday's high was 60, right there. It was 68.83. That will be, that will say, yeah, maybe now you can confirm an up arrow to say there's a really good chance that it's going to go to a C and a D. So sometimes in the process, you don't have to do anything because I'm not long, because we don't have any position in the transports. But if you were long, you could use that as kind of a benchmark to say, hey, it's holding well. But now comes the next step, and the next step's going to be very important. But when we go to Jets, look at this. Jets made a peak E, and that's with 2 doji candles at the high and the next one. Only a leg A. I spoke about this the other day. I said, how deep does it come back from this A, or does it continue? Usually with this kind of strength, you see it pull back. It doesn't have the characteristic yet of what I call a single leg A up. The Eiffel Tower, straight up, straight down. Looks like an uppercase A. No, this is holding well. It's just under the 200 weekly, 200 period moving average. And the monthly chart needs a lot of work. But this is the U.S. Global Jets ETF. Isn't this a good sign? Look at that, coming off the low 16s to hit 21 and now trading at 20.25. These are good signs. So I can't get overly negative about the environment we're in right now. I think there's a rotational correction going on. It favors, look, IBM. Spoke about this forever, saying IBM it's a reinvigorated company. It's changed. It's morphed into to current, to what's in demand in the business area, and made an all-time high just a few days ago up in the 223 area. Just pulling back a little bit. Look at that monster weekly chart going to leg E, maybe a peak E this week. And look at the monthly chart. So you can see, looking at something in the same, not quite the same area, but kind of the same area, is CRM, Salesforce. It's still way under its all-time high at about 319, 320, and it's pulled back in the interim almost to the 210 area. Now it's bounced back to 278, leg C in the weekly chart, leg D in the daily, but no signal yet. So the high that was made back on the 24th of September at 278.64, 279, just made a leg E. So that's why I'm saying I can't get overly negative. At the same time, it's become more and more selective. So we've taken little bits off our long-term positions and trying to hold as long as we can. And we have a short position, not a very aggressive short position, but we have a short position. Now, how about this? TK. Haven't looked at this for ages. Showed up yesterday on my screamer list. This is TK. The full title is called TK Corporation. This is in the shipping. Can't remember offhand which shipping it is, but look at this. The monthly high was just under 10. Let me give you the exact figures. TK Corporation had a high of 9.95 in May, pulls back. Now, percentage-wise, that's a big pullback to the 7.0 area, 7.08 area, and now it's come all the way back in a V-shaped pattern. Let me see, do I have time? I'll just do this real quickly. You'll see how quickly you can do the chart wave notation. There we go, peak A, peak B, this monthly chart, another A right there, another A right there, another A right there, and then B's. And this is called a restart. When you get so many, I call them gray A's, I don't have time to change it right now. And then finally, everything comes together. There's usually a powerful move to a C and a D. Look at that, C and a D. Then you get a 1, 2, 3 instant restart. I always have to circle that in. Doesn't have to work out, but at least you have to observe it. And look at this. It goes to E and F, and that F would be an alternate count. Always have to consider that. So the monthly chart has improved a lot. I'll be right back. Basil Chapman, Tiger Editions Hour. Dow's up 73. S&P is now up 6. See you in a few moments for the final segment.
The consistency you're looking for is closer than you think. 1 or 2 adjustments are usually all you need to change your equity curve from red to green and keep it there. Come join Larry Pesavento live to learn what separates the winners from the losers. Join Larry Pesavento on the 2nd and 4th Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time, where Larry will show you the market setting up and, most important of all, the state of mind of a winning trader. By watching Larry trade, you'll learn the Fibonacci levels, you'll learn how to apply A to B to C to D trading patterns, you'll learn trade management, pattern recognition, and much more. Join Larry October 11th and 25th for more live trading action. Your purchase goes towards 2 sessions, so make sure to sign up now so you don't miss a chance to sit next to Larry as he trades the market live. For all information and to reserve your spot today, go to the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
So we were talking about TK Corporation. It's in the shipping business. It's a shipping. It started off with a low back in August, around about the 5th, and the low 7s, and went to peak A, B, C, D, E, pulls back, tests again the 200-period moving average, which has become support, and then a springboard, and now it's gone A, B, C, and today just popped to D. So it's very interesting. All of a sudden, you've got certain areas, as I say, and it's rotational as well. DSX, did that move? No, DSX is just there's Diana shipping. So it's very specific. Okay, another one that just popped up is JOBY. I haven't looked at this for a long time. JOBY, oh, just a single day. Joby Aviation Inc. Oh, I remember this. All right, it was just stuck, and it took off. And the flight so far is successful. All right, so before we wrap up, let me show you the VIX index right now. It's calmed down a little bit. It's at 18.97, minus 29. It's still that 9-period moving average has actually crossed positive, but the day's young, anything can happen. I'm suspecting that in this phase, there are spikes that many fund managers are buying insurance. That's what I'm looking at. All right, so with that said, let me just tell you what I'm looking at. If after 1:30 this afternoon, the Dow is holding a plus 50 or 60 in that area, that is really good action. Right now it's up 24. If it slides and it goes down to about a minus 60, that just says, no, it's struggling. And right now, I do look at the upside in all the different indices, and I think there's a cap on the upside, and that's really important. It means there's no real cap on the support on the downside in terms of saying that it's going to hold. But those levels that I gave you earlier on, for whatever reason, if they're taken out, then each one of those indices will be pulling back by sharp. So far, they're holding pretty well. All right, check out my opening call, my daily newsletter, and stay tuned for Steve and all the great programming. I will see you tomorrow early in the morning at 8 o'clock.